Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And damn, it's been so long. Let's go ahead and talk about this another boycott that is being planned. And I just wanted to kind of give my opinion on it and let you guys know what's going on. So, supposedly, as of the making of this video, which is about 2 hours before the actual event drops, they are still trying to work out the details as far as the person that's calling for the boycott and trying to, take in charge of it. Basically, as you may have heard and seen, that the 13X for this current event is actually going to be giving you 400% damage and HP for all water tech heroes. So usually it's 300% damage and HP, not damage, but it's like attack and HP 300%. But this one is basically doing 400% instead of the usual 300. So what this is basically gonna do is devalue all decks that are at 300% by about 33%. So your old decks are basically devalued and depowered, just because of this card existing. Because now that this card exists, and of course everybody's gonna want to try to get this card just for the sheer fact that it's 400% damage and HP, so they can have a much stronger deck overall. Usually this is only in guild versus guild 400% attack and HP, but I'm pretty sure we all saw this coming, but I guess nobody really expected it, even though it was kind of obvious that this trend was gonna leak over into events as well. So everybody is now in an uproar and trying to call for a boycott, which they really should be. I think that it's honestly BS that they have to release something like this. Like, they didn't have to go 400% damage and HP and just kind of devalue all of our old decks, even though most of them are already greatly devalued and basically they do crap damage. So making this come out now was a horrible idea. And of course it's unplanned. There was no announcement like, hey, we're going to be dropping this, this upcoming week, and it's going to be 400% instead of the usual 300%. Like, their communication is still garbage, in my opinion. They don't talk about nothing, what they plan on doing, what's coming out next week, what are the skills looking like, what's the relic looking like. Like, they don't announce anything in advance. It's just the day it comes out, like, boom, everybody just finds out. So, like, their decision making is basically horrible. As far as the boycott goes, like, I already know that it's not gonna make any difference. Rather, whether you guys do it this event or next event or the event after that, it doesn't matter. The boycott only lasts for one event, because you guys, especially at the top, you guys have to have your ego stroked, to be completely honest, to be completely blunt. You guys have to be number one, or somebody's about to make fun of you or something. Like, you guys cannot handle not buying the decks and not playing and not placing well. So, like, you guys cannot do a boycott longer than one event anyways. And even during that boycott, like the first one we did, more than half the people that had United had the damn deck anyway. So honestly, it's not gonna make a difference at all. The devs are gonna do what they want to do. There's nothing you can really do about it. Pretty much the only change you can make at this point is basically just quitting. And I think for me personally, that's where I'm heading into, that direction as well. So this might be one of my last couple of videos that I make. I definitely want to make a video for all the new players, new player guide, quote unquote, and just warning all the new players that come into this game. I feel like that's the least I can do, so people don't, get caught up in the marketing and all the BS that Network has planned and is going to keep doing. They honestly don't know what they want to do. Like they are horrible at making decisions, and they're kind of like in the middle. They don't really want to focus on making money, because honestly they can make so much more if they had an actual gem sale, in my opinion. What they usually do is add a couple of dust and a couple of gold, maybe like 100 mana or something, and then call it a sale and keep it the same price. So basically they just kind of leech off the whales, and they don't really do like a proper gem sale where the prices are actually cut in half or even literally 20% off, like nothing. They don't do any of those type of sales. So it doesn't really make sense why, if they are like greedy and money focused, which like I think 90% of the community feels that way, maybe 95%, they don't go that route either, to maximize profits and make a lot of money. But at the same time, the updates that they put out, they don't make any sense at all. So I really don't know. They're just going back and forth with these updates, and they're just it doesn't cost them as much as it costs the player. So something like this kind of forces the player to get multiple 13x's and have that, well, at least have one for 400% damage and HP. You know, something like this becomes like, oh, you need it because your other decks are like devalued. So it's kind of like, you know, in the middle how they kind of operate things. And I honestly don't know if they even know how to balance this game, especially guild versus guild. Every time we go 2 steps forward in terms of balancing, we take a huge leap backwards. And honestly, I don't know like why people still play this game. Like, I understand friendships and guilds, like, and like you guys are like family and stuff like that, but I honestly think it's much better off if you guys were to just keep in touch in line or move to another game or something like that. That honestly might be better long term, because it's an endless cycle, it's an endless cash pit, it's an endless loop. Like, this is gonna keep going on and on and on for months, maybe a year, maybe 2 years. Who knows, one day network might just close their app on us and there's nothing we can do about it. What are you going to boycott then? So I don't know. I mean, I honestly feel like the boycott isn't going to do anything. Regardless, I don't spend. So to me, it doesn't matter either way what happens. Like I said, most likely when Guild versus Guild this season is over, I'm going to call it quits. Playing this game for about 430 days or 431 days, I've seen so many changes in this game, and to keep up, it's ridiculous. Like, nobody boycotts for the free-to-play players, nobody boycotts for like the betterment of the game or something like that. Like, it has to be something drastic for somebody to like do a boycott. But there's so many issues that are just ignored and nobody wants to boycott for those issues. That's how I feel. Like, people are really picky, and it's usually the top guilds. Like, when the top guilds get pissed off, like, oh my god, okay, now everybody is in action. Because the truth is, if the top guilds are not in the boycott, because, you know, they're the top whales. Like, they're the guys spending thousands and thousands each day just to stay competitive, just to stay number one. And I don't even know like what award you guys are trying to win for that, because really, who cares? But I mean, hey, you got it, ball out, I guess. But that's how I truly feel about everything. You need the big guys to stop spending. Us little guys, even if we were to do a boycott, even if we organized it, it still wouldn't matter, because one person probably spends enough, like, probably spends like, I don't know, like 10 grand or something like that. Like, one person can potentially drop that much to get everything that they want. So it's honestly insane. So you basically need to have the top guilds, which I find pretty annoying, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about these boycotts, and if we're ever gonna have proper balance and our issues addressed by network. Like, I can tell why they don't want to do a sit down one-on-one conversation with me. They don't have anybody that's willing to do that. I mean, you don't really need to know everything about the game, because that was like their rebuttal, like, oh, we don't have one person that knows everything about the game, you know, we need to have a lot of people come together to do this like questionnaire, this Q&A with you, which I found pretty ridiculous, because I can name a game and a community manager that has basically an idea of everything that's going on. And, you know, he faces his community daily. And if you guys want to know who that is, you can look up Deej from Destiny. That man usually knows all of his information, if not most, other than what's going to happen in the raid, because that's obviously a secret. But as far as where the game is headed and what they want to do and things that need to be fixed, he's the community. He's the community manager. Like, he's the moderator. Like, he's the one that does all the reporting and speaks to the community. And network really has no real like community manager or moderator that does that relays every single information, because even the community moderator that they do have, that network has, even he has to sign an NDA. So what the hell is the goddamn point? You might as well rename your title to just another employee that works there. Like, you're not really a community manager or moderator, because you're not even allowed to give out proper information. So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. And I thank you guys for all the love and support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.